Hey guys, John here with Survival Dispatch, once again joined by Alan K. Alan and I share a lot of things in common. We both like long walks on the beach and curling up on the couch next to a fire with a cat. But most important, we love the Surefire Tactician. Both of us have carried it now for almost a year. And both Alan and I got these just as they were released, both from James Yeager, who was one of the co-designers of this light with Surefire. And we just want to talk about some of the features and why we like to carry this light. You know, with regards to an everyday carry purpose with a tactical function, it's really hard to beat the Tactician. It does pretty much everything you want it to. It's super bright, 800 lumens out the front on the high mode. It also has a low mode that you can untwist the bezel and have 5 lumens also, which is great if you're doing map reading or something like that at night and able to keep your night vision. But you know, in a tactical situation or just having to see something in an extremely dark area, it's nice to always have, you know, the max lumen. You don't have to toggle through you know, different modes and let me get to strobe, past strobe, to turbo, all that stuff. It's a very simple, intuitive, direct forward light. And if you guys know anything about James Yeager, that's pretty much James, direct to the point and ready to go.
He looks like a serial killer and uses fuck like a comma. Yeah. But that's why I love him.
That's James for you. So, you know, some of the features of this light, like I said, you know, tighten the tail cap all the way and you're going to be on the high mode. You just loosen it just a little bit and it goes down to the low mode. Both Alan and I always keep ours super tight in the locked position.
Yep, I keep mine maxed out, you know, and James designed this thing so that it would, you know, it's all about building clearing. It's no frills light. I really like the retention lanyard on it. Yeah. You still got your hand free, open, close doors, mag changes, fix a malfunction, that sort of thing. You need a light, you got it, you don't. It doesn't get stuck. You know, a lot of them you'll bump it twice and now you've got it locked in the on position and you don't want it on and you're sitting there waving a light around getting shot at. So I actually went up to Yeager's and did the building clearing class. Have you taken that one yet?
I haven't taken that one yet.
And after that class is when I got the light, and I'm glad it happened in that order because I realized, that's exactly what you need.
Exactly what you need.
Because the light I had pretty much sucked.
Yeah, so. and I mean, I've taken some low light classes and indoor classes, and everybody that thinks that if you have a clicky switch, like, oh, I'm gonna just lightly press it while I have my pistol or something like that, as soon as the adrenaline clicks, man, you are mashing everything. I mean, your grip, your forearms will hurt after a while, just because the tenseness, you know, of the situation. And trust me, if you have a clicky switch, that thing's gonna click on, and as soon as it clicks on, and then it's not exactly where you want it to be, you panic. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. If that light's on, you're like, oh man, I didn't want it on. Now you're trying to control a situation and deal with an issue that just shouldn't be a part of it. So that brings into account the tail switch here. It is just a momentary on-off, you know, I mean, it's just on-off. That's all there is. Now, if you want constant, you know, if you're doing searching or anything like that, you don't want to just fry your thumb out, you know, clenching it. You just simply tighten the tail switch and then it stays on constant. So
I love that feature. It gives you the capability to do it, but you have to actually mean for that to happen and not act in a fight when you don't want it to. So you have the capability, but it's at the right place.
So you know, I've made a couple changes to mine. I run the shock cord on one that I have built on my kit. This is my EDC one, so I take it off because it tended to always drape out of my pocket, get caught on things like seat belts and stuff, so I don't use it. The other thing that I've done is I removed, this is a stand-in here. This is the original clip that it comes with. Super beefy, super sturdy. I think the reason why James developed like this, he likes to carry his pocket in his back left pocket, his flashlight in his back left pocket. So, but it leaves the head up pretty high out of your pocket. What I've done, what Alan has done here too, is you can take an EB2 clip off of it, and what it does, we flip it and reverse it here, but it makes it so that, number one, it sits bezel down in your front pocket, and it sits a lot deeper, so you can kind of see the difference in the two. So this one would actually sit like this. Yeah,
and that was really my only critique of the light, and I viewed it as perfection, except I generally dislike bezel up carry. I do prefer it to be bezel down. It's just the way I've always done it, and so I had to rewire my brain. And then John here was good enough. He had a clip and did that modification for me, and it's much deeper, now only this much, sticks out of the pocket, so it's a lot more user friendly for me. That's a good modification, and he'll do them for you too. Just contact him
just
on
contact me.
Facebook. He loves that. He loves messages, or you could call him. Give him your phone number.
Customizing gear is just what I love to do. You know, so I mean, just bring anything that you think isn't perfect. I'll fix it for you. But you know, but this is something, and I know the reason why James went away from this clip. These are a little weak at times, you know, because he wanted to make the beefiest light possible. And I mean, you can just hear the difference.
Yeah.
And
that's a good point to make.
So
the one that Jaeger put on there is built like a tank.
Yeah.
And this one, not quite as much. But you know, you have to customize your gear sometimes. Make it work
so
for you.
So those are the changes. They run off of 2 CR123 batteries, which you know you can pretty much get anywhere. They have a really good run time on them. So that's been my go-to light, you know, for almost a year now. We really enjoy it. I mean, this thing's been wet, beat. I mean, it goes everywhere with me. It's always on me, and I've never had an issue with it.
Yes,
I mean, it's a Surefire.
My favorite handheld light. That's the one I've got.
So guys, if you got any questions or comments with regards to a Surefire Tactician or any other light, feel free to leave them below. We hope you enjoyed the you know, few mods that we did on this. And until next time, be safe.